Mustard by Brenda Aguilar. Sulfur mustard, most commonly known as mustard gas or dichlorodithyl sulfide, is one of the most infamous weaponized chemicals in history. Formula of carbon 4, hydrogen 6, chloride 2, sulfur, of which 30.2% is carbon, 5.1% is hydrogen, 44.6% is chlorine, and 20.2% is sulfur. It has a mass of approximately 159.08 grams per mole and a density of approximately 1.27 grams per cubic centimeters. Its melting point is at 14.4 degrees Celsius and is also soluble in water at 25 degrees Celsius. Sulfur mustard is also combustible. Mustard gas was given its infamous name by its amber-colored liquid with a faint mustardy odor. It is capable of corroding steel and brass. The gas is extremely toxic, and exposure could result in death. Its effects have also been linked to cancer. Science has definitely helped humanity in incredible ways, but for every bright side, there is a dark side. Chemistry professor Fritz Eiber was responsible for the discovery of this gas. He would soon come to win the Nobel Peace Prize for other discoveries, but the discovery would always be in the dark side of history. Mustard gas was first introduced as a chemical weapon by Germany in 1917, killing approximately 100,000 people and injuring 1 million others. Gas masks and chemical suits were used as a gaseous gas during the time. It is so strong that one drop could cause chemical burns on people within 10 cubic meters. World War I was also known as the Chemist Wars, since various chemists were coming up with new ways to hurt their opponents. Exposure to this chemical causes various side effects. In your eyes, it could cause irritation, redness, burnings, and even blindness. Exposure to your skin will leave red marks that will eventually be replaced by yellow blisters. Its effects affect your respiratory system with a bloody nose, sneezing, hoarse throat, shortness of breath, coughing, and severe sinus pain. It also causes abdominal pain, diarrhea, fever, nausea, and vomiting. Prolonged exposure will ultimately lead to death. Sulfur mustard damages DNA, a vital component of cells in the body, especially in the bone area. This causes decreased formation of blood cells or decreased red or white blood cells and platelets. Long-term effects could cause respiratory infections, permanent blindness, as well as lung and respiratory cancer. Currently, there is no antidote to this deadly gas. Mustard gas is banned by the UN, but surprisingly many countries have still used this chemical as a warfare agent. A bright side could be seen by the discovery of Professor Alexander Hadel, who would show that with a few chemical changes, nitrogen mustard molecules could kill cancer cells and prevent tumors from growing. Unfortunately, his research did not continue. This is one of the starting points of discovering chemotherapy. Only a few chemical changes and it led to an even bigger results. This is one of the many examples of how science could be used for the betterment of people by those who truly wish to. Even though sulfur mustard is rarely used today, there are many ways that this gas could be delivered as a weapon. It can be released into drinking water or released into the air as vapor. Sulfur mustard can last up to 2 days in an environment under average weather conditions, or even up to months under very cold conditions. Because of the faint odor, mustard gas is hard to detect, and because sulfur mustard breaks down slowly in the body, repeated exposure may have cumulative effect on the body. Due to its chemical composition, sulfur mustard can become an explosive hazard. Unsurprisingly, the vapors from this fire are also incredibly toxic. Given its incredible destruction properties, mustard gas is not easy to find. Some researchers could try to continue Hadel's steps and try to convert this deadly gas into a life-saving gas, but the research on it seems like it has come to an end. There is no doubt that chemistry will continue to be used for destruction, but it is my hope that chemists around the world will always continue to fight for the bright side.